Hello again, Tooned car fans. So we have number 1 of 5 of the 2026 season of Hot Wheels. It's the RX-3 casting. We've seen this casting before, but this one they took the Tokyo Auto Salon livery from the Mad Mike station wagon, or the van version, and they slapped it on this coupe casting. Whatever, works for me. Is somewhat of a realistic livery, right? It's just on the wrong casting. So the wheel choice, I guess, is good if you actually look at the images, which maybe I'll pull up at the end of the video. It does have some funky wheels sometimes. There are many images of the Mad Mike RX3 with different wheels, but I think one of them might have been a tri-spoke. So the choice of a gold front, silver back is interesting. The tampo printing is very nice. A lot of colors here, right? We got white, blue, orange, red, right? So a good amount. They printed on the reflector here, and then all that text is legible. Rotary engine there. And then on this side, the window is closed off. There's a little groove there to show the like little window break. And then we have a red base, which is carrying into the grill. That's naturally not very realistic. The outline of the RX3 RX3 logo there. Sorry for the coughing. Unfortunately, these are very faintly molded. I wish they were molded in deeper so you could add some black paint or something. On the hood, we have a nice tampo printing again of a few different colors, which is really cool. And then we have casted in rivet marks. Although, truthfully, it makes no sense to have the rivet or depressions this far outboard. They should actually be over here next to the actual vertical walls of the body. See, that over here it's fine. This makes sense. I don't know what happened here. Why would they do that? They did it correctly over here. In fact, it actually looks like there's even like little screw heads in there, so that's nice. It's just weird that these ones stick out so far. Alright, a little door handle detail I missed on the other side. And then a little vent detail, or I don't know if it's a vent or a trim mark. Oh, well, this side is also blanked off. I thought it was a habit of them to leave one window open and one closed on the tuned cars, but apparently, nope, not on this one. Maybe they did it because there's no post, and so maybe the plastic adds a little rigidity for child safety. It's quite interesting. There's actually a roll cage in here, right? And that's a little too bright. And then the seat details. Tiny little steering wheel, pizza pan steering wheel, a stick shift. It's kind of nice to contrast with the red base with the blue interior. I think that's kind of cool. Sadly, there's no paint on the rear at all. So I wish that instead maybe they skipped the paint up here and put it onto the taillights, because it's impossible to paint taillights like that. Or they should have molded the taillights more dramatically so you could add paint or fill in recesses. It's got the big square, or actually rectangular exhaust tip. At least that's deep. You could add some black paint. Tiny little recesses for the reflectors in the license plate area. So, interesting they would bother adding little engine detail there. And then these things are keep the axles from getting crushed if you're new to Hot Wheels. Yeah, originally this casting came out in 2023. I think I might have the original. We'll see a little later. Well, we'll have to see what I can do if I can get some different wheels on here. Okay, so I'm back, and I remembered I had some photo etched wheels, but the etching was so fragile that I got all bent up, so I basically pried out the etching, and I left the etched disc brake and rotor there, caliper, and just 3D printed what you see here in white, and I just slid it into this metal rim, so it actually looks very much like the real thing, except for the middle here. It's supposed to be red, but I didn't feel like adding that paint or the black lug nuts. It's just so small. I'm afraid the paint will leach across the thing. And these are supposed to be mesh in the rear. I'll show you a picture in a moment. I just have some Vallejo paint and a silver paint marker do that. Boy, it's a shame that this thing is all red, but so I didn't want to try to paint the bumper because it would just scratch off. Added my little license plate, a little black paint there. I did add red paint here, but it's impossible. These recesses need to be a lot deeper. I don't know why they don't do stuff like that. Make it a little bit easier to customize for no extra cost in money. just make those things deeper. I mean, if they can do it on the door handles and stuff, or these vents, they can do it on the other light areas. Okay, well, I'm just using some poster putty, as you see here, to hold it together, and I think these are actually Hot Wheels Real Rider tires I squeezed onto these aftermarket rims. So let's take a look at that photo there. So there it is from the Tokyo Auto Salon, and there's that front wheel. But, you know, to try to make a mesh wheel 64 times smaller than usual, you're never going to pass air, so that's why I went with this. And it's not even matching the station wagon anyway, so just having fun on my own here. I forgot, here's the N64, and you can see Hot Wheels is just huge. It is definitely not 164, at least in width. You can't really factor in anything else, but yeah. And so these aftermarket Hot Wheels wheels are just huge also. They would, if you actually put these aftermarket rims on a Hot Wheels, boy, that would, I mean, if you tried to make those 164, they'd be like 25-inch rims or something. Anyways, N64 is great. They actually did have a Tokyo Auto Salon version of this casting with the actual white wheels from the photograph I showed earlier, but I don't need to pay the extra money. I mean, it's cool to have a cool drift wagon, but I'm pretty happy with that. So let's look at a few other RX3s. I have this orange colored one, and boy, I forget. I think these are just Hot Wheels Real Riders I have, you know, popped on here and added some paint and license plate again. And then Chorokyu has a few out there. This is from the number 3 collection of Nico Publishing. Neko Publishing? Anyways, 2004 is when this one came out. This is from the Kodawari series. Kodawaris have like the tack stamps or whatever they are on the windshields, as well as the wiper blades printed on. And this one came out in around 2004 also. Interesting. And the last one is just this racing one with the standard Chorokyu wheels, and this one came out in 06. It's from, I don't know, I can't make sense of that, but see, it's nice to have the paint on the tail lights. This is apparently a totally different RX3 because it is round tail lights, whereas Hot Wheels did the, I don't know, more angular tail lights. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, these wheels look a bit huge, but I was able to repurpose my old garbage, and it looks pretty nice. I like it. I mean, it's a cartoon thing, so having ridiculous proportions makes sense on a cartoon vehicle. That's what they're all about. And so, as usual, I'm pretty happy that Hot Wheels makes these things. I know a lot of other people probably hate them, just warming the pegs up for no reason, but at least it's not a complete donut drifter fantasy car, which I guess if I was a small kid I would actually like those fantasy castings even more, but I don't need a donut shaped car in my collection yet. Maybe one day I will start collecting those crazy Hot Wheels because no one seems to want them. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you the next time. Bye.